Today's episode of Infected is brought to you by Maya Angelou, poet, priestess, woman. Phenomenal woman. Pretty woman wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model's size. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally, phenomenal woman. That's me. Hello, I'm Maya Angelou, and I'm proud to be a sponsor of this episode of Infected, the summer edition. High sway of green corn, open windows at night, sun-hot asphalt and far-off thunderstorms. Those are the summer memories I cherish. Ask anyone I know and they'll tell you I also cherish my infected. But what most of them don't know is that along with being a strong black woman, I'm also
Infected.
Hello and welcome to Infected, the shrunken, blackened, bubbling, nasty-looking hot dog that no one dares eat off the back corner of the barbecue of digital culture. I'm Internet's Martin Sargent. Yay, summer's here! Summer! Hey, Gator!
Hey, Martin, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay. It's summertime after all. Happy summertime, Gator.
Thank you, buddy. I was just down by the waterfront watching them girls rollerblade around today. They don't wear nothing at summertime, boy. I like it.
What's your favorite part of summertime?
I'm doing that. I don't know, man. I got all kinds of stories, though. I just like getting out, driving around the truck with the windows down. When I was a kid, we used to play that. What's that game with them yard jarts and things you throw up in the air?
Yeah, lawn darts.
Yeah, we used to play it all night. To my cousin Ricky, man, he came home. It was the most fucked up thing I ever seen. He come walking in the door, we're all sitting there eating dinner. He got one of them lawn darts sticking straight out of the top of his skull.
Get the fuck out.
Just straight up and down. It was all the way buried down to the hilt, stuck it straight out of his skull. And my dad just walked over to him. He pulled that fucker out. He just popped it out and he threw it in the trash can. Ricky sat down, we ate dinner. He was fine, man. He never went to the hospital or nothing, man. He couldn't feel pain though after that. At all for the rest of his life. He'd put his hand out on a burner or something. He had a little trouble later on connecting with people too, but he's fine, man. He never went to the hospital. Not just went to bed. He's a real quiet kid.
Speaking of pain, there's a lot of pain sitting right across the table from
Joey!
Joey!
I fucking hate summer.
Joey is a little under the summer weather. Joey's one of those people who get sick in summertime.
Joey's got a summer bug.
You know what? Last week, I got my fucking trench coat stolen. The one that I was going to eBay
trench coat got stolen?
It got stolen at the
What kind of nasty, homeless, fucked up guy would steal that thing? That's the guy who's going to get sick. He's going to die. Well, that's like what the military did to the Native Americans back in the day. Give them like trench coats.
That guy's going to be like standing out like under the full moon on a bridge or something sometime wearing your trench coat. He's feeling real cool. Also, the trench coat's just going to start flapping and take off. Yeah. He's going to fly him back to you.
Man, maybe that guy's got like super Joey powers now. He's sprouted like these wings out his back, like these big bat wings.
He might have your hair too.
Who knows? That was another shield to sickness. Now they're both gone.
Isn't it nice though, Joey? It's a warm summer month. It's really hot down here in Los Angeles.
Oh, it's really
you don't
hot.
Have that huge mane of hair anymore.
Well, it's perfectly acceptable when a woman wears very little clothing, but when Joey wears very little clothing, it's not pretty.
Well, no, you're not pretty. That's the thing. People like to look at women without a lot of clothes on, Joe. You don't even see me walking around without a lot of clothes on.
You got a bulbous stomach.
I do not, Joe.
You have a pudge.
Don't even get in a fight about hideousness with me, Joey, because I'll take you down.
Joe, it's all right. I burn real bad, too, with the sun. I like to stay covered up.
Now I got fucking summer flu. This sucks.
Maybe I don't really like summer all that much.
You get a summer bug, those tend to stick around for a while. You can't get rid of it. You can't shake them.
Yeah, they don't make penicillin for that. God damn it.
God damn, Joe, your breath kind of smells like vomit. You been throwing up?
Back in the day, man, I used to just love summer, getting off of school. Me and my friends, we played baseball, we played stickball. I'd ride my bike all hours.
You go hunting around in creeks and stuff for sure.
Oh, I go look for crayfish, everything like that, man. Summer was my thing. So I don't like it anymore.
Why don't you like summer?
I don't know. It seems like during the warmer months, the number of hits to my website, sargeworld.com, they go down. And the number of my MySpace friend requests, they go down. I mean, this is the only, like, substantiation I get in my life anymore. It's by, like, yeah, I know it is, but...
Why do you suppose that is?
I think it's because people go outside, like what I used to do, and they go on hikes, and they go on picnics, and they go out to bury terrible things in the soft, dark soil about a quarter mile off the old mining road near the lake. I just don't get it. I mean, people aren't around to go to sargeworld.com or myspace.com/infected by Martin Sargent anymore because they're out doing things. They're throwing the ball around.
Maybe some of them kids will blow their thumbs off at the M80s or something. They'll have to come back inside.
Don't get my hopes up like that, Gator.
That happened to a buddy of mine when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah? You look like the kind of kid who used to play with a lot of fire.
He lived next door to me, and his grandparents lived up in Tennessee. They bring him M80s every year at 4th of July, and he kept saying he's going to flush one down his toilet and blow up the plumbing, you know. One night I was laying in bed getting ready to fall asleep, and I heard this pow! It was just a goddamn quarter stick of dynamite, man. Everybody rushed over there. He opened up the bathroom door. He's standing there, that toilet blown apart, and his whole hand blowed off. He blew his whole hand off at that guy.
Jesus.
He stayed inside in summer. You better bet your ass after that.
Tell me another pretty story.
His name was Jimmy, and they called him Stumpy after that.
What about all like the shards of porcelain and everything? He's lucky he didn't get a...
He lost his hand, but that's about it. But I don't know, man. He grew up and he got a meth problem, and he killed himself a little while ago.
Huh. Summer's here! Summertime! Summer! It's my favorite time of the year. Summertime! I try to cheer myself up, but I just can't get into summer anymore. It just doesn't do it for me, man. So I figured that, you know, I still want to have the best summer ever, you know? I think that we should do it. Best summer ever. So let's kick off this whole podcast tonight with a new game. A new game that I wrote. It's called Summer or Bummer.
Okay.
All right, here's how it works. I'll say a word, and you guys have to say whether that word is more indicative of summer or a big bummer. You understand the rules?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Not totally.
It's summer or bummer. So I'll say a word. Is it summer or a bummer? Yeah. All right, let's get started. First word, ice cream. Summer or bummer?
Summer?
Correct. Yeah. Ice cream is a delicious, cooling treat on a hot summer's day.
That's it. That's the game here, all right.
Well, that's the first one. You got the first one right. Next up, heat stroke. Summer or bummer?
Big fucking bummer. I got that right now.
Bummer?
Yes, heat stroke is always a bummer. You never want to get heat stroke.
Pardon, this shit's retarded, man.
Volleyball. Summer or bummer?
Motherfucking bummer.
It's in the game, man.
Yeah. Bummer.
I'm sorry, you guys. I know this game sucks.
This game is goddamn bummer.
This game fucking sucks.
This game's a fucking abortion, dude.
I thought because we put all the sound effects and everything, people wouldn't notice that it's got no substance. I mean, Fox News gets away with it. Shit, but I don't get it, man. I used to be a world-class dungeon master.
He used to come up with better games.
I've lost the magic.
I got your magic.
You got Joey. You're a big role-playing game dork. Do you have any advice for me? I can get back my game master mojo.
Not after this weekend. This weekend fucked me up.
What'd you do? You were up in San Francisco
I was in
this
San
weekend.
Francisco. There was a costume party. Superheroes versus supervillains.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
It was a theme party. So
What did you dress as, Joe?
I dressed as Chota Boy.
Chota Boy?
Chota Boy from that movie Orgasmo. He's got a big dildo on his head, and hey, Mom. It's just kind of a really most offensive costume I could ever come up with.
And how'd that go over?
That didn't go over too well at all.
You had a dildo on your head?
I had a dildo on.
See, that's funny because, you know, when I have to go to a costume party, I look around the house, see what kind of things I can, some props I might have laying around or something.
Oh, I had so
Is
many
that what you
leftovers
did?
from
You just
Unscrewed.
got a bunch of dildos laying around your house, Joe?
You made me buy them all the time. You remember when you had to make me buy the bulldozer for you? That giant, oversized butt plug that disappeared without anyone knowing
that's
from the
where,
locker?
right now we know. That's where all those sex toys went.
Hey, I don't have it. You say where is it?
Apparently it was attached to your forehead last weekend in San Francisco.
No. This was just a small 8-incher. This was no bulldozer.
Small to you, Joe. Joe's got a phallus like a horse.
Speaking of horses, the problem was when we got to that costume party was there was no one dressed up. No one dressed up.
So you walk in there with that.
I walk in there all gayed out. I had the.
You're looking like that dude from Hellraiser. Instead of pins coming out of your face, you got dildos.
The only girl with the costume there had a damn horse face. It was like the opposite of a centaur. It was kind of scary, and
like that.
She didn't buy that costume.
That was her mask, a horse face, or she had a horse face.
She had a horse face.
Horse face killer.
You should have fucked her.
Bareback.
Well, Joe, however you had to do.
Wasn't it Gay Pride weekend up there in San Francisco?
Oh, you would know about that. What were you gay?
Yeah, it was. They didn't even know I came for the costume party. They just thought I walked in off the goddamn parade route.
I used to go up there that Gay Pride weekend every goddamn year.
Yeah, Gator?
Care to share a little bit more?
Well, I lived right there on the parade route when I lived up in San Francisco, and I'd drive my truck out there. Those guys were actually pretty good, but I don't know, man. There's some weird shit going on in that Gay Pride in parades.
It is a crazy weekend, but living up San, so everybody thinks. I first moved out of San Francisco. All the people back in Rochester, New York, like, oh man, cover your ass when you're walking down the street. Yeah. And it's bullshit. It's like, it's like any other city in the world. I mean, I barely ever had gay anal sex up there. Yeah. Barely ever.
You top or bottom?
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, there have been reports throughout my neighborhood that Joey's sheared hair has been killing cats. So we need to go investigate. We'll be right back, everyone.
Joey, did you shit yourself this weekend or something?
No, we finish soon.
Today's special summer edition of Infected is brought to you by Maya Angelou, poet, priestess, woman. Still I rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I rise. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Hello, I'm Maya Angelou, and I'm as proud as I can be to underwrite this very special episode of Infected, the summer edition. For those who know me personally know the only thing that Maya Angelou enjoys more than curling up with a hot mug of tea and listening to a new episode of Infected is harvesting the mortal souls of the wounded and the weak and the wicked. For along with being a poet, a historian, and a strong black woman, I am also Joey.
Infected. And we're back. Well, we couldn't find Joey's shorn hair in the neighborhood, but we did find a husk of a kitten with its heart almost surgically removed.
The thing was dried out. That thing was dried as a bone. It's like blowing down the street.
We got a real mystery on our hands here, gang.
Don't look at me.
All the fluids were perfectly sucked out of that kid.
It was either Joey's hair or the chupacabra. Not sure what did it. It's like a Joey mutilation going on.
The chupacabra.
We forgot to give the Infected Army a drawing assignment. And you guys were great with Joey hitting Gator hitting something in his truck, and then before that it was Joey getting very badly hurt.
I framed all those and put them on my refrigerator.
Yeah, they were fantastic. We never gave an assignment, so I guess what we want you to do is draw a picture of me being taken by the sea in commemoration of my awful riptide experience.
I made a little Christmas greeting card out of that one, the Goatsy one. I sent it to my niece.
I took that. I had to take that off Sargent.com because I got too many complaints.
It made me vomit in my mouth.
I got too many complaints. This truck with Gator in it driving right in the Goatsy ass. Don't get ripped by the riptide. Yeah. That's what we want you to draw, people. Summer, it just ain't the same as it used to be. I've been saying that all episode.
No, since you almost drowned.
No, that's the thing. Summer just not.
That's just one more reason.
I'm trying to reclaim the great summers that I used to have as a youth, and I can't seem to do it. I've forgotten how to have fun on these lazy, hazy summer days.
Boy, we used to have a good time.
We sure did. We sure did. Playing corn tag and, smoking dope on the banks of the Erie Canal. And
man, we used to barbecue out every third night. My Uncle Sal, man, he loved to barbecue.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. He was like a freak for it, man. And he used to barbecue for everybody in the whole neighborhood, man. He would like set up their...
That's a southern thing.
He was one time, it was like, I guess it was right around 4th of July again. He went up to get a bunch of propane tanks, and he was driving in his van. He had about 12 propane tanks in his van. He lit up a cigarette, fucking blew the goddamn... One of them went off. There must have been a leak in it or something.
Fuck.
It set off all of them. It blew his whole left side off. One of them propane tanks blew out the top of the van, went 400 yards across I-17, hit a fucking oncoming 18-wheeler truck right through the front windshield and just buried.
Jesus Christ.
He eviscerated some fucking trucker that was coming in. The bitch of the motherfucking story is that trucker was my Uncle Sal's best friend from childhood, and he was coming in town with a whole truckload of Omaha steaks to bring to Sal's and we could barbecue them out. He was bringing in to surprise him for 4th of July. Cut him in half. Both of them deader than fuck. Deader than
They both died?
Oh yeah, Sal got his whole left side blowed off, and this trucker guy coming
Gator.
he cut him right in half and it went right through him.
I love your stories.
That's fucked up, man.
That was a good summer story, boy. Everybody get their ass blown up.
Well, thanks for making me feel better.
Maybe I don't like summer that much either.
I've been in the goddamn Downy dumps all summer already. You gotta bring stories like that.
Well, we did get that whole truckload of Omaha steaks, and we ate those for about the whole damn summer.
Well, that's a happy ending of the story, I guess.
You get some of that sweet corn with those.
I'm afraid of you and trucks. Fuck.
You ever eat sweet corn, Joey? That white corn, that sweet corn?
I don't like corn.
You don't like corn?
You can look. It looks at you when you poop. Don't like it.
We got some listener over in England, and I keep telling him that corn doesn't exist in England.
It doesn't.
And he keeps writing to me and says, yes, it does. And I said, show me some fucking proof. He sends me a picture of where he says it's him eating an ear of corn. I'm like, that could be anyone. Yeah, you think that? I know they have Photoshop over there. I'm sure. I just know they don't have corn.
If you paid top dollar too, you could maybe sneak a little bit of corn in. But you bring out you're sitting over in a bar or someplace, and then you pull out an ear of corn, you're gonna freak everybody the fuck out. They ain't never seen it. They don't know what the fuck it is. It looks like some little alien technology or something.
They don't know that. You never see like Margaret Thatcher or Tony Blair with a big old ear of corn.
That's why they don't even.
It don't exist over there.
Cops over there don't carry guns. They carry a little piece of corn on them. They whip that thing out, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is that?" And everybody freaks out and runs away. They don't need guns out there because they don't have corn. It's goddamn science, man. It's proof. You're right about that.
Those people's teeth, they can't eat an ear of corn.
They're soft teeth over there.
They're all soft teeth people over there. They come right out.
They're stout-hearted.
That's why they eat puddings.
They're stout-hearted
and
people.
They eat
Your neighbor gonna fucking kill you.
Joey, can you please quit playing with your goddamn phone for a minute and act like you're halfway interested in what's going on?
I'm sick with the bird flu and texting China for a cure.
You're goddamn distracting me.
Anyway, I'm trying to salvage my goddamn summer here. So I've been in the Downy dumps all summer.
Well, Martin,
so here's what I did. I did a Google search on summer fun. And it was the goddamnest thing. What do you think the first thing to come up was? If you do a Google search on summer fun.
It's slip and slide.
No.
Porn.
No, Joey, not porn.
Damn it.
Kidsdomain.com. It's a summer fun page.
Oh.
Who knew?
And this is apparently a web page sponsored by the supermarket giant Albertsons, which is where I shop. And the first tip,
cute as fuck.
The first tip for kids on how to have summer fun is to, quote, fire up the barbecue.
Yeah.
Swear to God, go to kidsdomain.com. That's the first thing they tell the kids to do this week. This week's tip, kids, fire up the barbecue.
I hope they're selling lots of
propane
poultices over there at Albertsons.
It's the damnedest thing. It's a weird site. Because not only because it tells kids to do these terribly dangerous things. I mean, you just said what happened to your Uncle Sal when he was trying to fire up the barbecue. He killed himself and a trucker who happened to be a friend of his.
Sal's about half drunk all the time anyway.
Well, yeah, but it's all the ads. You go to the site right there. All the ads on this site are for fresh salmon. Like any kid, how many kids you know that are like really into fresh salmon? Hey, Mom. It's I hear the fresh salmon truck coming by. Can I have a squirt? Like, go buy some fresh salmon?
Some salmon pops.
It's the summer fun.
Oh, this salmon sure is fresh. This salmon's just right out of the sea. Still smells like brine.
It's a weird company. It's a Mormon company.
It's going out of business.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me.
You get Albertsons? Dude, I got an Albertsons card. You swipe that thing.
I got an Albertsons card.
You swipe that and you get about $2. I went to Ross's the other day, or where was it? No, John's or...
John's, Vons, Ralph's.
I pulled out, I got a Ralph's card. I didn't have one.
I'm in Ralph's Club.
He swiped it. Took off about $12.
Oh, yeah. You need the Savings Club card.
Yeah.
You don't go shopping without...
But Albertsons Savings Club card don't do shit.
Joey, I don't know if you're about to puke or shit. What the hell's going on with you?
No, I got the fucking chills now, man. Bothering me.
Joey, put your SARS
I got this big-ass audition in 2 days. I'm going to be sick.
Man.
Great. Anyway, we got to keep going here before we all get sick. Time for tonight's first check of the high-tech tech news ticker.
Chick.
Joey's head just dropped on the table. He lost a tooth.
Good Lord, man. A British professor has determined after 15 years of research that June 23rd is the happiest day of the year. Cliff Arnold has analyzed such factors as outdoor activities, nature, social interaction, childhood memories, temperature, and holidays in interviews with over 3,000 people worldwide and determined that June 23rd is the happiest day of the year.
Yay.
What do you think of that, Joe? What were you doing on June 23rd? If I remember right, you were up in San Francisco with a dildo on your head.
No, that was Saturday night, actually. Friday night, I was at another party where it was just a surprise party, but it was really shitty.
Wasn't that fun?
No.
When was the last time you had any fun, Joe?
I don't know. MySpace.com/Joseph Rabier. Send me some fun stuff.
Gator, what did we do last Friday? We went and got in the truck, and we were just supposed to pick some people up.
Oh, we went down to Koreatown.
We went to Koreatown. We were just supposed to give some people a fucking ride at this party.
Driving around playing Molly Hatchet with the windows.
And we get in this, it's like 2 a.m. already. We get in this thing. I don't know what goddamn time we finally left that party. I don't remember leaving. I don't know how I got home. That wasn't a lot of fucking fun.
Some girl washed my hands in the sink with warm water and soap.
Yeah, that was weird. Laura Swisher was at that party. It was all stand-up comics. See, this is what I'm talking about. Not a lot of fun. It was okay.
Hey, did y'all ever go to summer camp? Did you go to summer camp when you were little?
I did. I went to Camp, what was it called? Camp Massaweepy. Call it Massive Peepee, but yeah. It was a Boy Scout camp.
I went to Camp Piamingo. A good time. I never got so much pussy in all my life.
Co-ed camp?
Yeah, it's like Meatballs, like that movie with Bill Murray.
Oh, no, you make it sound gay.
Did you ever go to summer camp?
I wasn't allowed.
You weren't allowed by who? The camp?
My parents were overprotected. They thought I would get raped or beaten or something if I went to a summer camp. So.
Yeah, good thing they kept you from going to summer camp, or you might have turned out like a weirdo.
Yeah, who knew? Fuck you, Martin.
Cough on the machine, dude. I'm serious, man. If I get sick, I'm gonna... Yeah, I wonder how many kids at that summer camp are nowadays like grown men walking around with a bunch of dildos taped to their heads.
Nothing really nothing really sets a camp off. Gets in a lot of business like a lot of rape scandal going on.
Yeah, there's nothing to get your summer going.
Nothing gets a summer camp.
Then when your best friend Nick gets raped at summer camp.
They say all publicity is good publicity, except for when it comes to rape cases at summer camp. That's the only exception to the rule. Yeah. Like, we had a couple of rape cases last summer.
A couple of rape cases.
Well, this year we got some
real exciting canoe trips.
Timmy, you're not going to that summer camp anymore. We're going to put you in that one where Jason Voorhees keeps coming back every year out of the lake and killing people because we don't want you to get raped by Nick, the camp counselor.
People life lessons. It's survival training. Like G4 was.
Anyway, that's all the time we got for this fucking summer edition of the podcast. It's time. The sun is finally set. Finally, the autumn is here and we can end this summer.
Yeah, we Hawking sputum into a big paper cup.
Hey, that's all the time we got for this special summer edition of Infected.
Martin, tell us a story.
We don't got time for a story.
Come on, Martin, please. Please, don't make me beg like that. Come on, Martin.
All right. Guess we got time for one story. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Derek. Derek's favorite thing to do in the world was to go to school. So as summer vacation approached, he got very sad. Well, once school ends, I'll have to wait 2 whole months before I can learn math, science, and how to program computers again, Derek whimpered. And my dad will make me play Little League, and all the other kids will laugh at me because I can't run faster, catch or hit, and I have to wear a strap on my glasses. Mrs. Ingersoll, Derek's teacher, heard Derek crying about the upcoming summer as he was hiding in the coat room. What's wrong, Derek? She asked. I don't like summer, Mrs. Ingersoll. I want to stay in school. I'm sorry, Derek, Mrs. Ingersoll said. The school closes for the summer, but why don't you go to space camp? Space camp? Derek said. Awesome! I can learn how to be an astronaut. Derek's parents weren't wealthy, but they decided if they held off on buying a new lawnmower and stove, they could afford to let Derek go to space camp. The whole time on the bus ride there, munching on the jelly and cream cheese sandwiches his mom had made him, Derek thought about all the cool young astronaut kids he'd meet, and all the math and physics he'd learn, and all the freeze-dried ice cream he'd get to eat. But on the first day of space camp, Derek learned that he'd never be able to be an astronaut because his vision was so poor. He cried a lot. So to cheer him up, the fed-up counselors let him go on the anti-gravity ride, even though the campers were supposed to wait until the last day for the thrill as a grand finale. On the ride, Derek got sick and threw up freeze-dried ice cream everywhere. That's when the other campers started calling him Jupiter, because they had learned earlier in the day that Jupiter was by far the biggest planet in the solar system and was also very gaseous. So Derek called his parents and had his mom come pick him up, and he spent the summer at home, cooling his immense body with the sprinkler so the water could hide his tears. The end.
That is awful.
I'm happy now.
They should have taken him off that ride and told him that his parents got killed in a car crash. And then he'd been like, fuck. And then they'd be like, we're just kidding, Derek. And he'd be so happy.
Gotcha.
That would have been a happier story. Well, I don't know, but this is shaping up to be the best summer ever. Thanks for listening, everyone.
That was the most depressing.
And remember, don't get ripped by the riptides. See you at the bar.
Ow! Infected. If you're still listening now, you're infected. If you still want to listen a little bit more, you're doubly infected, because this is infected. And infected has been a really fucked up half an hour this time. It's been pretty, I guess, depressing. Even I'm depressed now. So have a happy summer. Try to catch a fish or slip and slide or yard, do whatever the hell you want. I don't give a fuck. You can't stay here anymore. Go home. Infected.
Infected was written by Martin Sargent, Jay Speiden, and Maya Angelou. A very, very sick, very, very gay Joey Rabier on controls. For more, go to sargeworld.com.
Eat my shat.